Okay, this is my post or my after Vipassana video. I actually got out over a week ago, but I've just been busy flat out, so I haven't been able to make a video. But it was awesome. It was a life-changing experience. I didn't have the kind of profound shifts or changes that some people have that you hear about, or you see videos on YouTube, or you know someone that's had one of those. I didn't have one of those, but I definitely came out much sharper and more focused. My patience level's gone up, and it would, as an experience on its own, it was awesome. But I think moving forward and using the technique in every kind of every day to day life, I can only see it being really, really beneficial. There's a guy on YouTube who's saying that it's like a cult. If you watch one of his videos, don't listen to him. He hasn't actually even been, so he doesn't. I mean, if he hasn't been to one of the 10-day sits, then he shouldn't really be commenting on it, because he's talking from a kind of skewed view, which is also a view not talking from experience. He hasn't been there, so he's read a few things on forums where people say they've been damaged. Anything like that, where people say that they've been damaged. In my opinion, this is just my opinion, it would have to be nothing to do with Goenka or Vipassana or the technique or anything like that. It would have to be the person themselves. There's obviously already something wrong with them, or there's something inside of them that is damaging them. It's not the technique. It's not Goenka. It's not Vipassana. While I was there, I found out a lot of things about myself that I didn't like, and that's that's not really damage, but that's something that I had to deal with, and that sucked, because there was heaps of stuff that I didn't like about myself. So, but you have to deal with it, because you've got nowhere to run. But it's good, it's liberating, because once you've dealt with it, you just feel so much better. And I mean, it was awesome. The food was good. It was like, it's all vegetarian food, but it was really nice food. The people, even though you can't speak to them, you speak to them on the last day. They were all awesome people. I actually wanted to hang out longer. I wanted to stay for like an extra day and hang out with them, but you've got to get back to reality, back to the real world. The whole not talking for 10 days, that wasn't actually that hard. I'll admit, though, I did break it's called noble silence. I did break that because someone actually spoke to me and asked me a question, and I kind of felt stinking. I didn't want to be rude and not answer it, so I answered the question. But for the bulk of the time, not talking was fairly easy. The only hard thing is like when you have thoughts that visit you, or when stuff comes to the surface that's hard for you to deal with, i.e. things about yourself that you don't like. In my case, the only person you can speak to really is your teacher, and they're not always available. So that's in some respects it's hard, but it's also good, because it means you have to deal with it. You've got to figure it out yourself. And that's what I think a lot of it is. It's about kind of showing you how to, when stuff comes up, teaches you how to deal with it. The technique itself is a really good technique. At first I thought, this is ridiculous. I'm sitting here, trying to notice sensations in my body. What the hell is that going to do? But then eventually it starts to work, and then you're kind of like, oh, there you go, and you see behavioural pattern changes in yourself, which basically is proof that it works. I'd try and do it once a year if I could, time permitting, and I'd like to serve maybe once every second year, because you can go and that's a way of giving back. As you can give a donation, but you can also go and serve people that are actually sitting their courses. And what else? I think that's pretty much it. I mean, as far as what it's done for me, like I said, it's just if I use it, if I wake up every morning and do an hour's meditation in the morning, then the rest of the day kind of is set up to be, as kind of optimal as it can be. But if I don't do it, then I feel myself slipping back into old habits of like procrastinating, and also just old habits that are not productive for me. And But if I do every day, if I keep it up, an hour they tell you to do an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, which is for some people is a bit hard. But the whole idea is if you do an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, you need less sleep and you get more work done quicker. So it kind of makes up for itself, and you feel better as well. So that's pretty much it. I can't think of what else to say. Yeah, if you're thinking about going to do one, I highly recommend it. Don't let anyone scare you saying that it's a cult, because I know since doing it, and well, from before doing it and after doing it, I've actually met people that have done it. That every time you talk to someone about it, you say, "Oh, my brother did it," or "Oh, my cousin did it," or "Someone I work with did it." So it's actually it's becoming more and more popular, which is good, because the more people that do it, the better this world that we live in will end up being. If everyone did it, it would just be choice. So that's it. That's my after video. I know it's not, it's not some kind of like, oh, everything's changed and it's awesome, but I'm on the way there. I've definitely cleared a whole bunch of crap out of my head, and I'm on my way to kind of hopefully having some kind of shift. To gain enlightenment, I suppose. Yeah, so if you want to do it, go and do it. If you're in New Zealand, it's just north of Auckland. It's in Kaukopakapa, so it's really nice setting. In the bush, they've got like glowworms and stuff there. They've got a waterfall, so it's really peaceful and tranquil. And then coming out back into the world, it's kind of it wasn't for me, but for a lot of people when they come back out, it's kind of like bang! You're going out of that calm, peaceful, tranquil kind of environment that you're in, where you're not talking, so there's not much noise. There's any noise that's going on in your head has slowly been stilled as well, and then you go back out into the world and it's just like boom, hello, welcome back. Okay, I'm rambling. So anyway, yeah, that was my experience. If you want to go and do it and reach enlightenment. Choice. Thanks. Bye.